Good Thursday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. My hair is messed up, but that's all right. But be that as it may, yeah, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now, and this is Goat Whisperer shirt somebody sent me. And what else? Yeah, hey Google, tell us a joke.
Did you hear about the baby cats who love doing pranks? They were just kidding around.
Never worry about what you cannot change. But be that as it may, today is Thursday. It is the first day of the rest of your life. It's the lows are a little higher in Capitan now because it's summertime. The temperature right now is about 64 degrees, and for the next 10 days, it shows middle to upper 80s and lows around the low 60s. So is that bad? No, no, no. Compared to Texas, it's heaven. It's heaven, I guarantee you. So for the noon video, we'll do a little driving video. I'm going to talk about some stuff that I think's interesting. We'll see. And yeah, actually, I'm going to talk about being 77, age 77 for the first time. Yeah, it'll be something to do. Oh, it wasn't a driving video either. I take that back. I was just sitting here at the table having a beer, and it dawned on me. I thought, well, hell, I'll just do a video about it. Yeah. So anyway, I did. And then as far as the tiny home stuff, I think we're about done with that for a while. And I'm working on another project though, related to housing, and maybe I'll know something in the next day or two about that. I just noticed that my breakfast. Oh, there it is. My breakfast stuff had fallen off some of it. But anyway, what else have we got here, guys? It is Thursday morning. This is July the 21st already. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Yeah, I came out here March the 15th. So April, May, June, July. I've been here 4 months in Capitan. And it looks like I may end up making this my more more full time home. Why? Because I like this little town. I like this area, man. Yeah, this is good for old dad, I promise you that. Ralph P. says, cool looking little cabin. Best of luck with your quest. Thank you, Ralph P. David Mosick. Maybe he could do a build on your lot. No, I asked him about that. He doesn't want to do that. Why? Well, he's got all his materials and his equipment in this big, huge building where they build stuff. And so he's just going to build one on wheels. And then if I want it, they'll tow it over here and hook it up. But we'll see. May not need to do that. Boondocking with Dennis. Check that channel out on YouTube. I like it. Lots of potential. Always going to be pros and cons. Yeah, that's true. No matter what choice I go with, I mean, even I can pick out pros and cons. You know, and I think I did a video about that. I may uh, talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, Jack Cliff. Hello, Rusty. In the past, you did a show discussing how hard it is to find land where you can build a small home. For your information, I have lots available. Blah blah blah. Good advertising here. It says there you can build a house as small as 450 square feet. There's no municipal building codes, but there is a HOA Architectural Control Committee. But anyway, if you would leave your uh, Jack, you should have left your information. What is this stuff? WhatsApp. I don't even use WhatsApp. It's got my face on it. What the hell is that? Huh, somebody's using my picture on a WhatsApp thing. There's something wrong with that. I'm gonna report that to YouTube. Get rid of that. That was weird. WhatsApp. They actually say that WhatsApp is see, it should have removed it, but it won't remove it. Somebody's really done a good job here. Hell, it's on every video. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so if you see that WhatsApp thing there, that's a scam. So don't use it. Okay. Yeah, it's on every video. They did a blanket message somehow. Well, let me clean those up right quick, guys. Sorry for the interruption here, but I need to get those out of here before somebody goes to a scam page. You know, I'm telling you, these guys go to so damn much trouble. You know, if I fed all those to Matilda, she'd weigh about 5,000 pounds. Isn't that sick? Anyway, let's go up here. Where was I? Boondocking with Dennis. Now we got it. Jack Cliff. Oh, I read that. Yeah. Jack, you need to leave if you leave another comment, leave your contact information. Somebody may want to do that if it's not a scam. Paul S., I wonder if that exterior is too rustic for Capitan. Would the city fathers approve? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go before the Planning Commission on August the 2nd. But I may be doing something else because I found something else of interest, and it's more of a I think it's a better solution for me, but I won't mention it now because it may fall through. I'm still in negotiations with them, and you know they hit me with a high ball, and I hit them with a low ball, and that's kind of where we are right now. They're supposed to contact me today. Will Hunt, trailer height limit in Texas and New Mexico is no higher than 14 feet. Maybe a deal breaker. Yeah, it probably would be, but it won't break my deal. I mean, I'll come up with something else. But thank you, Will. King for a day. What the heck? Exterior wood siding for the ceilings and exterior metal roofing. Metal roofing for the interior siding, kind of like a challenge build this object with that pile of stuff. Whatever, yeah, they do a good job though. They look, but he builds them to put on in his RV park because he rents cabins, and in the peak time of the year they're busy. King Arum Dragonthorn, that's my dream house on the Home Depot tiny home. Thank you. This is Say something. Says great video. This is on the tiny home. I'm thinking about getting one. I just want a washer and dryer and a small stove oven that can be used with propane. Definitely like that design. Yeah, well, check around. You might be able to find one in your area. Joseph Varkey. I am worried about all the winds they have in New Mexico. Will it hold? If I was in Carrizozo, out there in the middle of nowhere, yeah, it might be a real part of the decision. But here in Capitan, we get winds, but not like it's not that bad here in the city because of the houses and the trees and all the stuff. You know. Anyway, thank you, Joseph. Van and Halen, U-ship. U-ship is what you want to search for. Actually, I don't need to, but thank you. Ram the Buffs, sketchy name. Seems like a nice place. Yeah, it does. Desert Rats AZ. Where'd it go? There it is. I really like it, Rusty. Big thumbs up. Hope it works out for you. Yeah, well, it was an interesting exercise, but I think I've come up with a better solution by pure accident. I went to a website New Mexico has and it lists all of the builders of small, tiny home, manufactured homes that are okay with them, that have been approved, I guess you'd say. And so I just started going down the list, making some calls, and I ran across something that may work. Anyway, I think I may have read this. It says Desert Rats, Arizona. I like it, Rusty. Big thumbs up. Hope it works out for you. Me too. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk, Rusty. Thank you. The masked bowler from Wisconsin. Hello, Goat Man. Ding. Goat Man, the magic word. Get the old goat in here and give you a goat kiss this morning. Oh, we forgot to do this, the positive energy button. Or I forgot, you didn't.
You know what? Today is a great day to be amazing. Do your best with whatever comes your way.
I'll go along with that. Anyway, James Sams. Hello, Goat Man. When I watch our local news, you shouldn't be watching that. It does not make me mad, and it does not cause me to worry. It keeps me informed on things in my community and sometimes our nation, and they have no reason to lie. That would just be crazy. The media has no reason to lie. That would just be crazy. Okay. That's sad, man. D. Anderson, that is a sliding barn door. Yeah, in that tiny home. Yeah. Camper's Choice. Good luck on the tiny home, Rusty. I used your Amazon link to get 2 solar lights for my camper. Thank you, Camper's Choice, for using the Amazon link, and for those of you that have used it, thumbs up. HHog1, won't they build one on site? No, they will not. Francis Ebeke, this looks interesting. Keep us posted. I will. In fact, I'll give you, I should know something today or tomorrow that will finalize my choice. Okay. Yeah. D. Anderson, this would make a nice cabin for some hunting property. Of course, it would be perfect for Rusty, although I think a covered front porch would be a great for Beer 30. Yeah, the tiny home I was going to get, or still may get, I'm not saying I'm not, will have a front porch. However, if I go with something else, it will not have a front porch. RV Living with the Geezer, good luck on whatever decision you make. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Check out that channel on YouTube, RV Living with the Geezer. Mark Kennedy. It looked like the water lines were installed in the outside wall. That significantly increases the likelihood of water lines freezing, and running them horizontal and outside walls is even a bigger problem. Well, I don't know exactly how they ran the water lines, but I know they live in a cold area, so they probably, whatever they do to keep the pipes from freezing, I think. But anyway, says the fact they installed the water lines in the outside walls raises a red flag for me. Yeah, well, thank you, Mark, and I appreciate that, and I will check that out. Kelly Abercrombie, you did get a phone number, right, Rusty? Oh, you did? Are you talking about the girl in Santa Fe? No, I didn't, Kelly. I'm afraid I was old enough to be her grandfather or more. Sean, not that that makes a difference to me, you understand? I mean, but I don't think she had any interest in me. And anyway, Sean Showalter, I have no doubt that you will have something on that lot before heading back to Texas. You're finding cool little homes. Actually, as far as heading back to Texas, I'm in absolutely no hurry. I'm just starting to call this home now. I'm starting to call Capitan my home. Why? Well, because, I mean, if the winters aren't too bad, which I'm told they're not that bad, I may live here year round starting soon. I don't know. And if I do go back to Texas, it'll just be for a couple of months to rent a place, a cabin or something. I may not keep my motorhome. I'm not sure. Take it one step at a time. Little Kittle, maybe they can make one without the loft so it would be easier to move. They can, and they are. At my age and some physical limitation, I wouldn't use the loft to sleep in anyway. No, I don't plan to get one with a loft. They're building one that's just a one level on wheels, and it'll be ready in about 4 months. But because they're building a 10-footer, a 10 by 20, that'll be ready in 2 months. I got a video coming up about that, I think. Tom Sharp, great options on either one of these. What a nice place to have as a home. Super rustic and simple. Hope one of them works out for you. They probably would, but I've got an idea, hopefully, that is a better solution. I'll say that. Susie, there's a family near Cloudcroft, the Moorlands. They move stuff like that very reasonable. Thank you, Susie. She also says that's really nice. I love the windows. Yeah, it's a nice little house. It is. Dale Pointer. Here we got a little poem here from Dale Pointer. See what we got here. The Morning Poetry from Dale Pointer. First thing you know, Jed's a billionaire. Kinfolk said you can live there. Log cabin that is strung and quickly made. Bring it to your land once it's paid. No Green Acres, no Ellie, Granny, or Jethro, no Arnold the Pig, and it will tow. Thank you, Dale Pointer, for your morning poetry. Steve Hesseltine, that's a really good buy. Cost of moving will depend on how far you have to move it. It's 14 miles. Scotty Thompson, are you going to volunteer somewhere, Rusty? No, I think I mentioned that in the video, Scotty. Cool comment call. Thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. Kevin Dunny says slab wood is usually not kiln dried. When used in a wet environment, it usually warps and cracks no matter what sealant is used. Why didn't they use commercial lumber like they did on the inside? Well, because they mill their own wood. They do that and sell milled wood. Dana Diggle, prices will be drastically coming down in the next few months on homes. Right now, I say 8,000 would make a cute chicken coop. Well, thank you. I guess I'll get me a place to roost. I don't need a bed. I'll just roost. Christabel Pacheco, you get what you pay for. Well, you know that we've been brainwashed with that saying for hundreds of years, and yeah, you do. You get hopefully get what you pay for. In other words, you get to take the item home, but it's whether the value. In other words, if you pay more, you get more value. Does that always apply? And the answer is no. Sometimes you can pay more and get less. But I understand what you're saying, Christabel. Thank you. Shauna, love it. I hope it works out for you. Thank you. Dana Diggle, after going through all this, won't you just move back out into the Class C anyway? We know you love your RVs. Actually, if I get this done, I'm planning on selling the Class C motorhome. I am. Why? Because, as far as traveling, for me now, it's more of an illusion than a reality, even though I still think about doing it. It's, I don't know, I've done it for so many years that it's like going to work. It's like punching in the clock on the time clock and punching out. You know what I mean? Dana, oh, I read that. Proud Texan, very, very nice. Home, Mr. Rusty, love it. Thank you, Proud Texan. Johnny here's a good one right here. Here's a person right here, Johnny Angle. Now, this person just got out of the asylum last week, and it says, it's ugly. Way to go, Johnny. I'd feed you to Matilda, but I'd fatten her up too much. 10 truck 28. New modular homes are better built than stick built. My son's an architect, he told me. Actually, you got a good point there. There's a lot to be said for buying a manufactured or modular home. And the problem is, even though the prices of lumber have come way down, some of the manufacturers have held their prices high and just gives them a bigger profit margin. You see what I mean? And so, yeah, I've worked on that too. I mean, I don't think I'm not working on that. Yeah, and the reason they're better built in some ways is the lumber is never exposed to the weather during the building process. It's all built all manufactured homes are built in a big factory, okay, that's covered. The lumber and materials are all kept dry, and so, yeah, does that make a difference? Yeah, I bet it does. Joyce Veenstra, I hope it works out. Looks very functional and inviting. Thank you. We'll do a few more here and then we'll shut her down. Bert Bowers, you'd probably be better off buying a Tough Shed at Home Depot. They look much better than what you're showing here. The only problem is, see, those things are titled, or whatever they are, as sheds, or storage buildings, and you can't do that. It has to be titled as a manufactured home to be able to put it on a lot here in Capitan. If it's titled as an RV or whatever, you can't. Or you can do it for 6 months. Clay Lundy, double the price to make it livable. Well, you don't need, you could do that. I mean, for me, it would be much less. So anyway, we got 3 quick ones here. James Richardson, you may decide to put a drop rod on the ceiling fan, Rusty. This would work well for the Capitan place. All right, thank you, James. Sodbuster 330, need a low boy to move it. Shed mover can get it done, okay. Last one, RV Chris, beautiful Ponderosa Plus model. Yeah, you got it, babe. But anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, on another, it's partly cloudy, mostly blue sky, and yeah, it's a nice day. I like this area, and I know it's going to be colder in the winter, obviously, but we'll see how it goes. I'll take it one day at a time, and if I need to go where it's warm, I'll go there. But having said that, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Well, because it doesn't cost you 1 penny. You just click on the link, go to Amazon, and buy whatever you choose. You know what I mean? And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, eat less. That's it. And then what else? Drink or take deep breaths. Take a really deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet. Yep, do it several times a day. You'll never regret it. And then what else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. Then stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So use common sense and add good ingredients. That's it. You know, as far as watching the news, that's your absolute personal choice. My recommendation is not to, or be very selective. Okay. In other words, go to Google, design your page, get, you know, good sources. You know, The Economist is a good one. Fortune's pretty good. The Atlantic Monthly and stuff. You know, some of those are pretty good. And, you know, and yeah, but you do you, I do me. Anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye bye. Hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the noon video, which will be a sitting down video and talking about 77 for the first time. Anyway, guys, carry on. Adios. Bye.